Great.
Is that on?
Yeah, it should be. All right, Russ, just how are you feeling after these last 2 days?
Yeah, I'm feeling great. Just to be fully in the practice and involved in doing everything. I mean, I've been involved in doing all the drills and everything for the past, 7, 8 days, however many days it's been. But be fully in there and actually with the team drills and everything else, it feels great.
How would
Russ,
you
is it your
describe?
intent or desire to play in the preseason?
Yeah, always. I always want to play. I mean, I think anytime you get the strap on the pads, uh, it's a blessing. No matter, if it's preseason or if it's regular season, obviously, which matters a lot, and postseason more importantly. So, just to be out with your teammates and everything else. But the good thing is I get to take everything in and just learn and just be in that stadium for the first time. I can't wait. It's going to be amazing to be in Acrisure Stadium. Wearing the black and gold.
Do you think he'll let you play at some point?
Yeah, I'm prepared to play. I know that. So it's whatever coach's decision. Obviously he's the boss man. He gets to make the decisions on that. But I'll be ready to go.
Have you ever had a preseason when you didn't play?
Yeah, there's been several where I haven't played, so it's nothing, nothing new. I think, I've been fortunate to play, I don't know, 200 games or something like that. I don't know how many it is now, but so I know what it looks like. I know the speed of it, but I think the best part is just, you always want our practices to feel like a game. That's what you really want, and more than anything else. And you get to go against each other every day, but when you get to play another team in a different jersey, it's just it just excites it not much more. So I'm looking forward to our football team this season and where we can go.
Russ,
You've been able to build up that relationship with your receivers, like after practice and things like that. What's it like to get it in those team situations?
It's been great. I mean, guys have been lights out. We've been making plays left and right. We feel really confident about the guys we have. The line's doing a tremendous job giving us space and making sure that we can deliver the ball on time and on the money. And that's what the part of the game is. And our guys are making big time plays.
Russ, so much talk about this new offense, this new offense, and how you guys have been progressing. How do you guys feel where you're at right now? What is it like? What do you want to do?
Yeah, I think we're progressing in a great fashion. I think that when we get to play against somebody, you get to see where you really are. I think that tells you a lot. And I think that we'll be prepared and we'll be ready to rock and roll. We have great confidence. The good thing is we get to go against one of the best defenses in the world every day, and that really helps us prepare.
Russ, we will probably see, Kyle Allen and Plumlee out there on Friday. Just how have those two guys kind of been growing in that quarterback room?
Yeah, well, Kyle's a vet. He's been around. He's got a cool demeanor to him, cool swagger to him. Jr. He's the savvy young rookie. He's played. The thing about Jr. He's played so many sports. He's a guy that's played in high level competition, obviously at quarterback in college, but also obviously playing baseball too. So there's nothing too big for him. He'll do a great job. And I go back to my rookie year, my first preseason game. We were talking about this story the other day, the QB room. I remember playing the Tennessee Titans and threw a touchdown to Braylon Edwards, and we ran one late in the fourth to win the game. And my guy Charlie Martin made a big time block to win the game. And so I just those are the moments you remember. You remember your family coming for the first time to visit, and those things are special. And then ultimately playing with your teammates, those are lasting memories. And so. For JR, he'll do a great job of that. I know Kyle will be prepared for sure as well.
Russ, you guys put on the pads, the always talk about the run game, but also play action is a big part of you guys' offense. How have you seen the early stages of how you guys practice it, how it's working, and against this defense?
It all starts up front. Just the physicality up front has been phenomenal. How we've been able to, move off the ball and just fire off the ball and do the things we need to do. That opens up everything, and we just want to be able to be multiple in our personnel, multiple in our scheme, our concepts, and everything. Coach Arthur Smith's done a great job of that, and all the coaches, coaching it up too. It's all a complete team effort, and we're looking good and we're feeling confident.
Russ, what kind of impact has Tom had on you?
Tom Arth?
Yeah.
Coach Arth is, what's great about him? He's so poised. His ability to teach, his ability to communicate. He's been a head coach before. He understands the game. He's obviously played the National Football League. He's been around guys like Peyton Manning and and all that too. So he's a tremendous mind, a guy that I love being around. He pushes this every day. He's got great drills. He's got great thought process. He sees the game the way the quarterback would. And so I love being in the quarterback room with him and him teaching us every day.
Russ, when Mike.
In terms of working your way back, what's that conversation been like with the coaching staff? And kind of, I guess, how do you kind of develop your workload on a day-to-day basis?
Yeah, well, I think a lot of it is just trusting the doctors and the trainers, and then obviously every morning I'm getting up super early, training and getting ready to rock and roll, and so we try to be really smart about and how much I'm doing every day, but we're pushing it too. I'm the kind of guy that wants to go all the time, and Coach Tom's like, okay, we'll just pull you back a little bit. So I think that that balance is really good. Obviously, it's a great organization with great understanding. We have a lot of great vets, and they know how to deal with us. In terms of TJ, Cam, Minka, myself, just I think that communication is really good. That's what you really want as a player. You want to be able to communicate and give them, hey, I feel great today, and they're like, okay, let's go, let's push, let's also be smart. And I've been feeling great every day, and we have a plan every day, what that looks like, and we're definitely doing a great job of it.
When Mike said that he was going to start kind of holding you out more in the beginning because of the cap, he said he wanted to create short-term misery for you. Are you less miserable now that you're able to get out there and make some drills?
Coach is right. I've never really missed practices before, so. But the good thing is I was able to be in practice, still get through the quarterback work, do all the drills early on, and be in it every day versus just sitting the whole time. And so that helped me get prepared for being back out there again and everything else. We had a great offseason OTAs, and I got so much work there, and the confidence with the receivers and the offseason throwing to those guys really helped a lot. So I think all of that just give me great confidence coming right back into it. And I feel really good. The ball guys are making great catches. The guys are doing a great job of being on time and all that. So it looks really good. We're so confident about it.
I know on Sunday you threw a pass, and it was your first pass in a team period. It looked like maybe you audibled at the line there. Were you supposed to throw a pass in that drill, or were you supposed to still just be handing off? Kind of what happened there?
It was a play that we could get to. George did a good job making a touchdown pass. The first pass, being back in team drill. So that was cool.
Rhys, you asked a minute ago about play action. The other component of that is just the deep ball. That's something you've been known for throughout your career. How did you develop that or make that such an essential part of what you do?
Yeah, I think God gives you a gift to throw a ball. He gave me big hands to throw it. And, I think a lot of baseball in me and all that too. But I think it's just, everybody talks about 10,000 reps, and just, all the times you throw and all the times when you're a young kid practicing. I had my brother who was a receiver. I had my dad who was a receiver. They wake me up early in the morning at 5:30 in the morning to go throw. And so I remember throwing deep post routes when I was 8 years old, and deep go routes to my brother. And even though he was, 6, 7 years older than me, we were always working. And so I think that those reps as a young kid and just being outside, that's why I always, try to have my son around, just him being around us, training and everything else in the off season and everything else, just because it's good to be outside. You learn a lot, you get to learn a lot from, I got to learn a lot from my brother. I got to learn a lot from my dad. So then you take all that and then you get to college and you get to be around some really talented, receivers in college, and you give the guys a chance, and let them make a play. And I think, the deep ball is one of those things that, it's one of those things that the guys on the receiving end, they make you look special, and you try to give them a chance, and I try to put up in the moon and let them go get it.
With some of the speed that you guys have with Calvin Austin and Quez and so forth, and then also guys with the catch radius like George Pickens, what kind of a spark do you think you guys can add with that deep ball in the season?
Yeah, I think it's a huge part of our offense. Just the ability to be explosive on certain plays, and we got playmakers. Guys that can really. Calvin's got tremendous speed. Van's got tremendous speed. Quez Watkins, tremendous speed. Obviously, George Pickens, Pickens has got tremendous speed and just radiuses. He can catch anything. Saw the catch he did one-handed today. He's got special traits that are one of a kind. And so, I think that we got a really good chance. And let's not forget about Scotty Miller. He's a guy who's played in the playoffs. He's done some things running by people, like in the Green Bay game. And Tom threw the deep ball, go ball to him to take, right before half. Those things are real, and those don't just happen. You get talent, and those guys can make that stuff happen.
Guys, two more.
Are you developing the confidence in George that 50-50 balls?
Oh yeah. I noticed that in George, obviously watching the film and watching him over the years. I think also too, being out here with him, his ability to see what's around him, spatial awareness, his ability to go up and catch the football, his ability to get open in different moments is really phenomenal.
Last one here.
What's the biggest thing you've seen Justin improve on in camp so far?
Well, I think he's always been a great player. I think he's always had tremendous talent and everything else. I think, as he continues to grow and every day, his ability just to take each play, and just take that play in. That's the only play that matters, and That's the thing about the quarterback position. You get 75 plays a game. You want to make 75 of them really good. It's not great. And so how do you do that? And so that consistency is really key, and he's done a great job of that. He's, I've gotten to play against Justin before. He's a tremendous football player, and it's cool that we get to be on the same team.
All right.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you for checking out this content from Post-Gazette Sports. If you watch this video on YouTube, please like the video and subscribe to our channel. For all of the sports coverage the Post-Gazette has to offer, visit post-gazette.com.